Welcome back to another exciting NestJS tutorial, and in this tutorial we'll be talking about the folder structure, some of the important folders and files that we are going to use, and then we'll also be talking about the different NestJS component, how they work together, building efficient and scalable web applications. So the first thing that you need to know is, as you know, always have a node module folders whenever we work with the Node.js based project. So this actually contains all the dependencies, and then the primary folders and the files that we are going to work with is this source folder, which contains different files. Let me come back to them a little later. And then there is an important file that is package.json, which contains all the dependencies that we are going to either install or that we have already installed. So we can actually keep track of all the dependencies right in this particular file. So the rest of the files are not as important as of now. So let me skip those and straight away jump into the folders and files that we are going to directly work with from now onwards. So right inside the source folder, we have a bunch of files. The first one and the most important one, you can say the entry point of the entire NestJS application is this one, main.ts. So if I click to open it up, I do have one function with the name bootstrap, and I'm calling that function right in the same file. So what this function does is it uses Nest Factory, and Nest Factory is basically a class which we can import from the core of NestJS, and that class gives us the create method, and in that create method we have passed that module. Now what the module is, we are going to talk about a little later, but what this actually returns is the app instance, and we can call the function app.listen. It's pretty much almost like similar as we get the app object in case of creating Express Node.js project. So that app actually listens, and we can specify the port on which we need our project to listen the requests. So one important thing that we need to actually talk about right in here is the module, because everything starts from obviously the module of the NestJS. So module is basically a class. Before talking about this, these entire things, like we do have a bunch of files with the name app.module, and then app.controllers, and then the app.service.ts. We are not going to talk about the test files as of now. Yes, we will be talking about creating unit test in detail, but that's something we'll be creating again once we will be starting talking about the unit test and end test our integration testing. So till that, let me go with all these three files. So once our application is bootstrapped right in here, the next everything starts from the module. So let me talk about what the module is, what the service is, and what the app controller is. So primarily, the module is any independent, unique piece of functionality in our entire big project. Basically, whenever we build the large enterprise project, we divide the functionality available in that project into multiple subparts or sub-modules. So each functionality in the bigger project can be termed as, or can be understood as a module. Like, for example, if we have an e-commerce application, we can split that e-commerce application into the different modules, like user module, order module, chat module, cart module, or payment module, or there may be so many other things as well. So as many features as we have in that entire application, we can implement that feature independently in the form of a module, and then we can allow the NestJS, or we can ask NestJS actually to let those modules communicate with each other in order to build that entire application. So this is the entire abstract level diagram that you can think of the module is. Primarily, when we talk about the code level, the module is just a class with the class decorator, the module, and what the decorator is, it's basically just annotation that we can use to extend the functionality of a function, of a class, or of you can say anything with which we use the decorator. We'll talk about the decorator as well a little later on.